happens when heroes stop fighting for good and start fighting against God itself? In anime, there's a special kind of character, the Antichrist Archetype. Not literally satanic, but something deeper. A being who rejects heaven's order, who rebels against destiny, who destroys the divine to build their own truth. From Ichigo Kurosaki battle against the gods of the Soul Society, to Griffith's rebirth as a false messiah, to Eren Yeager's descent into godhood and destruction, and even Luffy's chaotic rise as a new Joe Boy, messiah for the people. All these characters share a frightening truth. They challenge the system of gods, and in doing so, become gods themselves. Today, we're diving deep into how anime tells the story of the Antichrist figure, the savior who must destroy paradise. Part 1. What makes an Antichrist character? The Antichrist archetype isn't about evil, it's about rebellion. In mythology, it's the one who defines divine order. Lucifer wasn't just evil, he was the first rebel. In anime, this idea evolves into the hero who refuses the god's control. Here's common traits. Trait 1. Rejects divine or systematic authority. The Soul Society, the world government, the Titans, the God Hand. Also becomes more than human, brings about chaos or a new world, believes their rebellion is justified often to save humanity. It's not about good or evil anymore. It's about freedom versus fate. In every shonen protagonist that carries this archetype, Ichigo, Eren, Luffy, Griffith, Aizen, and even Naruto, becomes both savior and destroyer. Ichigo Kurosaki, the human who defeated God. Ichigo's story is a perfect example of the Antichrist archetype. He is not a villain, but he is anti-divine order. The Soul Society presents itself as heaven hierarchy. Shinigami has gods who decide who lives and dies. Ichigo destroys the order again and again. When Rukia is sentenced to death, Ichigo storms into heaven's gates. He doesn't pray to gods, he kills them. Every time he's told this is how things must be, he says no. He rejects every label, human, hollows, Shinigami, Quincy's, and becomes something beyond definition. By the end of Bleach, Ichigo embodies every form of spiritual power in our world. He is balanced between all realms, a being born from chaos who ends up holding the universe together. That's the irony of the Antichrist figure. They reject divine order only to replace it with their own. Griffith, the false messiah. If Ichigo is the reluctant rebel, Griffith is the most perfect Antichrist ever. He literally becomes a false god, Femto, one the God Hand. Griffith starts as a man who wants to create utopia, but when his dream crumbles, he sacrifices comrades, his apostles, and ascends to godhood through betrayal. In Berserk, the God Hand act has the architects of fate, and Griffith becomes their chosen one, Messiah to the people. He gives humanity peace, protection, and hope, but it's all built on damnation. The Antichrist isn't always evil in appearance. They can look divine, pure, but their paradise is rotten to its core. Griffith embodies that paradox. He kills God only to become him. He ends the world's suffering by controlling it entirely. Eren Yeager, the rebel against fate. Eren's transformation is the most tragic and complete version of this archetype. He starts as a hero of freedom. If someone takes my freedom, I take theirs. But as the truth unfolds, he learns that the entire world runs on divine script. Ymir, the founding titan, the palace of all shaped by fate. And what does Eren do? He declares war on fate itself. He becomes a devil of the earth. He destroys nations, he kills billions, and calls it freedom. To him, humanity curses destiny. To fix it, he becomes a god of destruction. But unlike Griffith, Eren doesn't seek to rule. He destroys so that others can live free from the curse of gods, even if it means his own death. Eren's story is Luciferian. He falls so others can rise. He sins so others can be redeemed. He becomes the very monster he hated, and that's what makes him the perfect tragic Antichrist. In the end, Mikasa kills him, not to punish him, but to release him from divinity. Eren becomes a legend, a myth, the man who ended godhood itself. Luffy, the Joe Boy and the Liberator. It may sound strange to call Luffy an Antichrist, but think about it. He's the man chosen to overthrow the world government, a divine system that claims to rule the entire world under one order. He's the embodiment of freedom. Joe Boy, the destined to bring the dawn of the world. In One Piece, the gods are celestials. They live in the sky, they control fate, and call themselves divine. And what does Luffy do? He laughs, he punches them in the face, he destroys their symbols, their slaves, their rules. When he awakens Devil Fruit, he literally becomes a god of liberation, a tomb for his deity who can reshape the world through laughter. But like Aaron, his rebellion isn't selfish. Luffy doesn't want to rule, he wants everyone to be free. Luffy is the joyful Antichrist, the one who dethrones the gods with laughter instead of hate. Now, the last part, the gods we create. Anime constantly returns to this theme. Human killing gods, rebelling against fate, rewriting destiny. Characters like Ichigo, Eren, Griffith, Luffy, Aizen, Naruto, they all walk the same path, destroying the divine to become something beyond it. But here's the truth, every time they destroy God, they take his place. It's the cycle of rebellion and creation. The Antichrist isn't about the end of faith, it's the birth of new belief system. In anime, these stories shows us that divinity isn't something to worship, it's something to question. And maybe that's why we love these characters so much, because deep down, every one of us wants to be free, even if it means burning heaven to the ground. The ones who defy the gods often become gods themselves.